Hey guys, what up? Today we're going to continue with this Oldsmobile, and on today's agenda we're going to work at getting the heads pulled off this engine. This is the 394 that came in here. It's actually a low mileage engine, but it's seized up for some reason. It's either had water in it or it's just rusted from the climate it was in. This car was from Dearborn, Michigan, so it's plenty of salty air up there. So I'm going to work towards that. I've already got the intake and everything pulled off of it, and I've been working at taking the exhaust off. It's got a crossover under here, so luckily the three nuts that hold this into that crossover under there came off okay. I didn't break anything, but I got those three bolts over here that I can't really see too well, but if you look under here, you can see the top one, kind of the arrangement. There are three of them, one down below back at the back and then one down here. And I've been soaking them, and the top one came loose, and the other two, yeah, not yet. So I feel like I'm going to be an expert at drilling out broken bolts before this is all said and done. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go at this. I'm going to pull my push rods out and get them in a piece of cardboard in order, and I'm going to do the same when I buzz out my head bolts and put them all in order so I know where they went. And I'm kind of making this harder on myself than it has to be, because I'm not going to remove those exhaust manifolds because they've been in there for 50 years. So I'm sure they're not going to come off easy, and if they do, those things are put on from the factory with no gasket. So they don't have a gasket between them, so what they do is they put a thin layer of graphite grease in there before they torque them down, and the grease part of it burns away, and then the graphite's left, and the graphite helps seal it like a gasket would if you had a graphite gasket, graphite impregnated gasket. So that's the way that works, and to try to replicate that after all these years is, your chances of that happening are probably next to zero. So I'm not taking those off. What I'm going to have to work around is I'm going to have to work around the dipstick. Goes right in between right there, as you can see, and I'm going to try not to wreck that. But and then I got to work around those power steering lines also. So this side's not going to be too easy. I've still got to take off head bolt, head bolt, head bolt, head bolt, head bolt, and a head bolt, and then there's a row inside right there where I got the top row out because that holds the rocker arms down, and then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inside right there. So those got to come out and buzz that thing off. And what I'm considering doing, these things, I'm telling you what, these heads, I don't know exactly how much they weigh, but they're a backbreaker, and I don't want to ruin my back on this trying to horse these things out. At least, if nothing else, I don't have to pick them up and off over the fender. I was glad to get all this crap out of the way. But the thing about it is I don't want to have to pick them up either. So I've already had some back problems. So what I'm considering doing is getting my engine hoist out here, getting this hood up as far as it'll go, getting my hoist out here, and just putting a chain across it and picking them up with a hoist, and do it that way. You tell me the garbage is just now running? Garbage supposed to be here in the morning. Okay, so that's the plan, Stan. So I'm going to get as far ahead as I can with this, and we'll see what the news is. You know, this engine, you can see how rusty it is on the outside of it, and I fully believe this is going to be one of these hope for the best and prepare for the worst situations, unfortunately. And my main thing is like I said, I'm repeating myself, but I want to get this engine out and see if it's savable. And when I get the heads off of it, I can tell right away if it's going to be savable. If it's not, I'm going to store the heads, and I'm going to take this block and wrap it somewhere, put a cover over it, and forget it, because I'm not, like I said, these engines they're they're not hard to rebuild. That's not the thing about it. It's just that the parts are not inexpensive to do it. So, you know, the only thing it's got going for it's only got 52,000 miles on it. So it should not have wear on the bore and stuff like that. But we'll see. Well, I'm trying to get these bolts out in one piece. I think I got one more turning down here, but I don't have a good feeling about this. But I saw something I want to point out while I'm doing this. You see this here? This is one of these little rubber bellows type of a thing that goes between the blower motor housing and the plenum for the heater. And I want to point something out. Look at this. You see this is still actually flexible and moves. It's in one piece. I want to point something out. If that had been on a Volvo, either this thing would have been as hard as a rock, and if you'd even touched it, your finger would have right through it, or it would have been, like I said, petrified, or it would have been gone. It would have fallen off 40 years ago. It'd been you wouldn't have had anything here but a memory. And that is simply because that, as we all should know by now, Volvo and other European car manufacturers use the worst rubber plastic compounds known to man. I don't know what they make them out of. I don't know if they make them, they're impregnated with used urine or what they are, but they're terrible. They're awful. Every European car manufacturer ought to be utterly ashamed of themselves to build their cars out of that shit plastic, but they keep doing it. Don't buy them. See ya. Alright, well, as much as I hated to, I had to get the enforcer out here and cut these pipes because those bolts just weren't having it. And I wasn't going to wrestle with those damn things all day. So I left a stub on the end right there. And I doubt that I will go back with this crossover pipe because I don't like that anyway. It's a terrible idea. I mean, maybe for that day it was. And as a matter of fact, Oldsmobile stuck with that idea. Instead of making the Y pipe under the car like Chevy did it, they make it under the engine from one manifold to the other. That's a dumb idea. It's bad for performance. So I cut that thing off over there and got the bolts out over here, the nuts off, and I still can't get this thing all the way out. So I'm just going to lift the head up. Oh, as is. We'll deal with that after we deal with something else. And this engine's green, if anybody ever cares, which nobody does, but if everybody ever did care to know, the green signifies that's a low compression 8.5 to 1 engine. So there you go. Now you know something about Olds engines of this year. All right. I'm gonna get those bolts buzzed out with my impact, and then I'm gonna get the hoist out here. See ya. You guys know something. I don't have these easy projects. I have these projects that take years of back-breaking, torturous labor to get anything to happen with them. And all kinds of money. All kinds of elbow grease. I don't have these that are just, oh, let's throw some gas in here and see if it starts. Or, oh, it's quit. It quit on me. Quit again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I may have to push it a quarter of a block to the house. That's not nice. I shouldn't say that. Of course, those kind of videos get a lot more views than mine do because I guess either they're more consistent or everybody just wants good news. They don't want, you know, the boring stuff. But hey, that's how it goes. I want to see somebody deal with a seized engine. I really want to see that. I hardly ever see that on YouTube. Usually it's that part of the part's edited out. Oh, this engine appears to be seized, so we're going to go put in a brand new crate LS1 Chevrolet engine in here. That's nothing. Throw some money at it and see if you can fix it. Is that what you do? You throw money at it until the problem goes away. Well, I don't have money to throw at it until it goes away. I have to fix it. So that's what you're seeing right here, right now. Hey, you guys nearly let me forget to. Had these right here, had nuts on them. You almost got me. Okay, I couldn't find my back brace, so I've got to be careful with this thing. I may have to end up tumping that head over on the ground. Oh, you can't see it, but I've got my pad laying down there, and I've got a makeshift drain pan thing to catch whatever may come out of those cylinders, which I'm sure something will. They're still full of magic potion. That's what they're full of. And I'm having to use a makeshift pry bar because some reason I've lost my most useful tools that I have, which are my nice big long pry bar screwdrivers. Excellent for prying heads off. So I'm gonna work this thing, see if I can get these heads worked. See if I can get this head worked loose. So for the first time in over 50 years, we get to see the secrets of what lies within the Oldsmobile 394 engine. Oh, it won't come off. Oh, let me try again. It won't come off. Actually, I can't do that because it's got a dowel pin in it. So dowel pins on the bottom. Sure. I was gonna get my hoist out here. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, hang on. We'll do a plan B here. I'll be back. Okay, plan B. Damn it. Well, this thing's not the easiest engine to work on, that's for sure. There. Damn tight. Go in. That's where I'm going. Keep this damn manifold. Now what some of you saying, why don't you just lift it up? Well, I'll tell you what, Bud. My brother did that with a set of Cadillac heads, and now he's disabled for life. He can't work ever again because it ruined his back. He ended up in the hospital, had that back surgery. So, no thanks. Chain, a link at a time. Trying to put this damn chain between the manifold and the cylinder head. doesn't like that plant. May never come out again after this. Yeah, I used to be, I could get a slant 6 engine pulled out in about 35 minutes. I used to pull engines all the time. I got old and soft, so older and softer. So drop that down in there. So I don't pull hardly any engines anymore. I haven't had a chance to lately. Place to hook it to. This chain almost acts like you got a rock. You know what? I don't want to do. Get something right here. Yeah. So it's cylinder heads. I like the blazing. Okay, let me put my spooge pad under here. Poison the aquifer here in Alabama. Whatever comes out here. Looks like if they had moles under here anyway, better run them. Yeah, good moles. Go down. Bad part is going to put this damn hoist back in the garage tonight because as soon as I leave it out here, some asshole will steal it. See? Sorry for the potty mouth. Get working, get kind of rude, man. The way you really should do this? No. It'll do it. Fingers. Yeah, the exhaust folds. Causing its problems. Where's the pipe? Come on, Come on, come on, come on. Quit fighting. You're coming out. It's over. Let's see. Oh, it stalled. Oh, it stalled again. The engine is not running. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I'm going to have to redo my chains temporarily here. Where how heavy this thing is. I said don't pick it up. No, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let me see if I can push the. Is this thing still recording? Yeah. Let's see if I got you guys. Got it. Oops. Where's your tripod, man? Alright, let me see if I can maneuver this thing out by pushing the voice on here. I got it. Right on the power steering pump. That's what I needed. Thank you. Oh, that's working. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, I see something not good. All right, guys. Let me get the light and we'll look together. Ew. 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 Ew, 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 ew. Okay, yeah, that's, I don't know what this is. See, that one hadn't even, I guess I could hold you straight, kind of. That one's not even, those are not even drained down. Huh. Yeah, there's your dowel pins, by the way, right there. That's why you can't just slide the thing off. It's got one that's back there too. Well, one good thing is that if you look in there, you can see, no, wait a minute, let's get this head gasket out of the way. Put that there for now. That's a steel shim head gasket, by the way. There's actually, I mean, there's some surface rust on there. You see right there, but what I'm wanting to know is if that'll hone out. Let's see, it's got, there's no ridge on it on that side. That's good. Yeah, that crap back there. See, that's why you can't just start one of these things up and run it. You have to take it down. I know people don't like to hear that, but you really do. And I really don't. I don't know what that is back there. I don't know if it's just. Let's see. Let me get my. What do I do with my little? There it is. Oh boy, wasn't that fun? I'm going to pull this thing out anyway. I'm going to pull this engine out and just go through it because it's just got to have it because it's got something here in one of those cooling passages. That's okay. No, it's got a plug in it. Okay, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what that is. I just got something here a little bit. What I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that I can hone this out, these cylinders, pull the pistons out of it and hone it. Good Lord mercy. Well, that's goodness gracious. Because this is going to have to be probably hot tanked anyway. So, see, the main thing is you want to try to save your pistons. Well, you want to try to save everything in one of these. So, yeah. So I'm expecting to see the same stuff on the other side. Guess I'll work on that tomorrow. I see something, feel something here that does not feel good. Right. One of my fingernail block has got. You can tell the cylinder's got rust in it right here. Right there, that's not good. This one's got all kinds of goop down in it too. Yeah, this thing would never ran. Not like this. No way possible. See, what is that white stuff? Is that where water just oxidized, got in there and oxidized it, you think? Well, okay then. That's a shame, man. The boards feel good. Other than that, yeah, that scares me right there. What I'm wondering if that is just not where the moisture has reacted to the piston. I don't know. So, okay, I guess on tomorrow's agenda will be to get over here and see if we can get that other head pulled and clean this block some, and then we'll try one more time to see if we can, just for the hell of it, we might try something and get it to turn, but I think it's going to come down to knocking some pistons out by force. So, okay, hope you enjoyed, guys. See you in another one. Later, man.